the knife threats to the side. We're gonna have same side and opposite side, front and back. So we're gonna start with same side front. So same side front, I'm going to use my forearm to kind of shoot my elbow and forearm forward vertically. Big mistake a lot of people make is they'll shoot the elbow over, but now my forearm's not there to stop anything.
Yes, sir.
And you notice I'm using the outside of my forearm, not this side of my forearm.
Yes, sir.
Outside of my forearm, I shoot this across as this hand comes up to check, traces in, clinch, knee. When I get this C-grip over the wrist, one, it's a firm grip, and two, I want to be driving it backward. A good checkpoint, if your partner is flexible enough, you want to hurt your partner, is palm to their same side hip. So you're doing this. So we have redirecting with the forearm, hand comes up to my shoulder. I'm going to trace that down. I get a firm C grip. From here, this forearm is going to drive to the throat as I'm pushing this hand back towards his hip. I grab clothing and fabric, drive my knees, and then I finish from that position. Same side rear. In same side rear, I'm going to use the pistol draw with a vertical forearm to redirect the knife. From that pistol draw in the redirection, I'm going to drive my forearm, still vertical, toward his center line. I'm not trying to turn it. I'm not trying to do anything, nothing in my head other than I want my forearm to get to his center line. So I'm here, I still bring my hand here up to check, pushing it in, and now here, this hand came up to check. Notice I'm not trying to turn his arm around or do anything crazy. I'm thinking push this to his belly button. And then from that push, this hand is doing this motion. Here, I punch, palm goes to the back of the knuckles, I maintain the C-grip over the wrist, I drive the butt of the knife to my hip, and then I rotate in, and I give them this tap. Now we're going to go opposite side front. So for opposite side front, we're going to do kind of an arm drag. I'm still going to do the redirection with my forearm with the elbow high with a vertical forearm. Here, I bring my arm up to the shoulder, my hand up to the shoulder as a checkpoint, and then I trace it down as I rotate in toward him. So redirecting, trace this here. Now once I have this C-grip, again, strong grip. Like if I grab, it shouldn't be here. If I grab, it needs to be here. So, not that you can translate that on film. But anyway, so here, coming through, this hand is now going to go to a C-grip behind the elbow while I step in here. Now from this position, I'm going to drop my head, my ear, my temple, whatever's a good marker for you, into the back of their shoulder. That's to make sure that when I get to this position, he's not flailing and trying to punch me in the face. If he does this, I'm eating it. If he does this, he's breaking his hand. Good for me. So I got to this position, I'm going to give my knees. And then I'm going to use my forefingers, stand up for me. I'm going to use my forefingers that are on the C-grip to help pull toward me. And that's going to help start the turn of the elbow so that I can get the inside of his elbow facing that way, his elbow facing me. So back here. Here, that also helps me roll my hand over so that now I have the armbar control. The armbar control, I can go into a takedown. I can literally just bring him down far enough to start kicking him in the teeth, whatever I feel is appropriate. What if I'm dealing with somebody I don't want to end up on the ground with at some point? I'm going to do my best to keep him here. I'm just going to go and kick him in the head. But, so we got this bar in, but let's say I get to this and I'm like, oh dude, there's no way. Because he feels that happening, that bicep starts to tighten up. I'm not going to extend the arm anymore. This arm is going to snake through. And as I start to get this starting to snake through here, I'm going to start turning my hip toward him. Here's an elbow strike on my way through the step. And now I have a takedown with the Americana. One more time on this one. Here. Get to this position. Like, oh no. Here. If you've never done an Americana, this is what it looks like. Here's your setup. I snake over, grab my own forearm. If you want, you can even crank the wrist. Nobody likes that. Now, I should already be in my turn, so I'm here. This helps my setup. Elbow strike as I step behind, and now I have the takedown in the process. Last, we have opposite side behind the arm. This one to me is the easiest. I'm going to redirect with my forearm. My forearm is going to go that direction. I'm not going out. I'm not lifting it. I'm actually shooting it backward. I'm focusing though, elbow strike to his jaw, throat, nose, lips, whatever. Anything in here, I just want to crush it. Like sledgehammer to a wall. So this goes back as I rotate, focusing elbow, boom. By giving that elbow, by focusing on the elbow, I'm going to penetrate enough without having to focus on this hand to get the elbow. To clinch on his elbow. I promise I'm not even thinking about where I'm clinching. I'm just going to wrap. So I'm here. Look at where my hand ends up. Right past the elbow, arm, hand over the tricep. Now I can hyperextend this arm again in my clinch. Then we have TK's favorite, the head dump, and everything else. One clarification I want to make really quick, revisiting the opposite side front, is when you get to this position here, how you finish is up to you. I don't want you to think that because I went to this, and then I went to this, and then I switched to here, that that's all necessary for your technique. That's not. On your test, if you got to this position here, boom, 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 and you got here, even if you just hold this here and you start smashing, maybe you simulate breaking the arm, maybe you kick the leg out, whatever you do, that's fine. Finish it on your own terms. There are ways of disengaging from a technique that I prefer because those are things that I have seen work best for me. But what works best for me might not work best for you. We've all seen that. Everyone's going to have their preferences. So don't think that the way I finish is the way that you have to finish. Cool?
Yes, sir.
Now, those 4 angles while I'm still on camera so that you can get the answers on camera. Questions? Even the camera bro, yes, you can raise your hand.
I'm debating if I have a question.
None?
You're posting that, though.
I am. I'm going to have this up tonight.
When you're doing the pull, do you go over, you go under the arm, right? When you do arm drag, yeah.
Let's go over here. And then let's go this way. And the arm opposite side. No, sorry. So, we're here. This happens. This goes over. As I'm stepping in, this goes under, and I pull. Now, the purpose of this pull is not to extend the arm, because I am expecting that he's going to try to get his arm back. So I'm not trying to pull the arm. I am actually expecting when he pulls back, he brings me to him. That's what I'm expecting. So then I bury, and that helps me bury my head. Pull real hard. Oh, look, oh my God, look where my head's at. I didn't even have to try. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Look, I didn't have to try at all now. Can you get your arm out? No, you can't get your arm out. Can't get his arm out. Guess what I got now? Boom! I've got what I want. Here. Now look, this makes the armbar even easier when he forces that pull like he's supposed to.
Yeah.
Makes the armbar easier. Watch this. When I'm here and I go for the extension, I lift. Look how it's already set up for me. Turn over this way. Because he pulled and I ended up so close, and I'm here. You can stop pulling. So I'm so close. I'm here already. When I go for the armbar, because his arm is bent, it makes it easier for me to manipulate the angle of the elbow. Now, it doesn't make it easier to do the armbar itself. I still have to get the extension. But the angle of the elbow, I have more leverage now. If his arm is straight, and I try twisting it, it's harder. If he bends it, look, I can lift the elbow. So with this bent arm here, I do the same technique where I pull with the fingers here, and look at the angle of that elbow already. And now I either use my arm, because I want to do the drag out with, like, I want to get this position of the high posture, or I want to take him down into a control when I'm here, As I get the turnover, I use my shoulder or my chest to push into the arm. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Any other questions? I hope in that long explanation I answered her question at some point. I think I did. Do you have a question, or are you just picking your nose? All right, guys.